In this video, we'll look at a procedure for converting a Word document into a fill-in-the-blank handout. The first thing I want to bring your attention to is looking at your Word. Notice here to see if you have a tab called Developer. If you do not have the Developer tab, we need to make that visible by clicking on the Office button. And down at the bottom, click on Word Options. And notice here is Show the Developer tab in the ribbon. I'm going to place a check mark there and click OK. Notice now we have a Developer button or tab at the top of the screen, and I'm going to click on that Developer button and click on Protect Document. And then as the flyout becomes visible, I'm going to click Restrict Formatting and Editing. And notice we've got a panel over to the right that opens. If I click here, that limits the ability to do anything on this document, so that's what I want to do. But I want to allow some things to be edited on this document also, so I'll click here. And what I want to allow under this roll down are comments. Well, as I read through this, if I convert some of these words into blank spaces, then that would give me the document to work with. All right, I'll look at the document and say there are things I want students to know, so I'm going to highlight this word theory, and I'm going to replace that word with some typing, like place your answer here. And notice I'm creating it all as one word. That's going to come in handy in just a few minutes when you see this next step. I'm now highlighting, I just double-clicked on it because double-clicking will select an entire word, and I'm going to click Allow everyone to edit that part. Now, what I want to do is copy that and right back in the same place, paste that. I don't know what difference that makes, but I promise you that makes a difference in the way it's going to function. I'm going to look down through the document and look for another word to turn into a blank. I'll double click on this word model. I'll right mouse click and paste. And notice that spot is ready for editing. I'd like for everyone to know this word explore. So I'm going to right mouse click and paste. And the same thing for explain. I'm going to double click, right mouse click, and paste. Now notice I have 4 places in here that could be edited, and everything else will be blocked. Once I come over here and say yes, start enforcing this document. I'm going to create a password, and hopefully it's one that I'll be able to remember. Now notice this document is protected. If I try to click here and start typing, nothing. But if I double click here and start typing my answer, double click here and start typing. So what we can do is once the students see this, they can double click this, type their answer, double click and start typing their answer. I hope their answer is better than mine. I'll save this now. I'll go File, Save As. This is what the students would do, and I'll just give a fictitious name. And now, as I close it and reopen that document, this is what you, the teacher, will see. Here's the blank, here's a blank, here's a blank, and all those are filled in. So it should be easy to use. Now, this document could be emailed to them. It could be placed on the W drive for them to open and have access to. Or you could put it in Moodle as an assignment. They could work on it, send it back to you in Moodle, and you never have to touch this sheet of paper. You talk about H1N1 protection. If it's all electronic and you never touch anything they've touched, how marvelous is that?